things worse. Hearing the agents enter the room, I didn't want to risk finding them and getting caught once again. Got heads to look up at me as I towered over them. I could even see John's legs shaking as he sized me up. I could quite literally smell the fear coming off of them. He needs to be punished, Wes snapped back. He needs to learn he belongs to us and he needs to obey. You know what would happen once he begins to think he's the one in charge? John took a deep breath. I'm not gonna ask again, Doctor. Give me the remote now. West once again refused, attempting to run away but being grabbed by John as he tried to snag the remote from her. No, stop, Dr. West pleaded. He's too dangerous. Give me the damn remote, West. John yelled as his thumb slipped under the bottom button and all the chaos of their struggle. Suddenly, the chains wrapped around my arms unlined and disconnected themselves. The reinforced glass walls of the room lowered down into the floor. I was now free to move around. As fast as possible, I threw the chains off and stood up, still feeling slightly weak from my intense electric shock, but retaining enough strength to fight should I have to resort to doing so. West and John both stopped and dropped the remote inattentively, both turning their heads to look up at me as I towered over them. I could even see John's legs shaking as he sized me up. I could quite literally smell the fear coming off of them. Run, West shouted, turning around and sprinting for the door that led into a brightly lit hallway, clearly having no remorse for leaving John behind with me. Once John's adrenaline kicked in, he too would turn to run, but not before I quickly dashed and leaped across the floor, grabbing him by the shoulder and lifting him up to eye level. He was terrified, shaking, kicking, and screaming, begging for me to let him go. I could tell he was surely close to urinating. I'm sorry, I really am. I cut him off, lowering him back down to the floor before saying, You may go, but West is mine, I told him, giving him a look that told him my statement was non-negotiable. He had seemed more than fine with that proposal. He quickly nodded and ran out of the room, both horrified and grateful that I had chosen to spare his life. The alarm system in the building began to ring. A female voice came over the intercom, endlessly repeating the phrase, Security breach, level 5. All possible agents engage. Heavy footsteps began to ring out through the hall next to the chamber room I was in. It was a multitude of agents coming my way, all more than likely armed with that same gas they had used